There once was a mysterious winery in a charming little town tucked away between lush vineyards and rolling hills. It whispered promises of unmatched pleasure to anyone brave enough to partake. The people in the town talked about it in whispers, cautioning one another not to be seduced by its alluring exterior. According to legend, the winery was cursed, and its vines contained the mysteries of a bygone era. According to local legend, anyone who drank from its barrels would be haunted by a ghostly presence, a spirit seeking vengeance for transgressions long since forgotten. One gloomy evening, a group of friends decided to investigate the creepy establishment out of curiosity and a desire for adventure. Entire the interior was heavy with the aroma of fermenting grapes and aged oak barrels. The friends eagerly poured themselves more of the crimson liquid that flowed like a river of temptation, unfazed by the dire stories. The candles on the tables went out as they savored the wine, and a sudden chill blew through the room. The mood darkened, and shadows twirled ominously along the walls. The group laughed nervously, pushing aside the uneasiness that shrouded them. But as the night wore on, strange occurrences unfurled. Bottles clinked together of their own accord, and disembodied whispers echoed through the cavernous halls. The friends, now gripped by fear, tried to leave, but the heavy wooden doors slammed shut with an otherworldly force, trapping them inside. A ghostly figure emerged from the darkness, its ethereal form cloaked in the tattered remnants of what once might have been a winemaker's attire. The spectre revealed a tragic tale of betrayal and deceit, recounting how the winery had been cursed by a vengeful spirit wronged in life. The friends, paralyzed by terror, listened helplessly as the ghostly presence declared that they were now bound to the curse. The once jovial atmosphere turned somber, and the wine that had seemed so delightful became a bitter elixir of regret. From that night on, the friends experienced a haunting like no other. The vengeful spirit would materialize in their dreams, tormenting them with visions of the winery's dark past. Bottles of the cursed wine appeared in their homes, no matter how many times they tried to dispose of them. The once thriving town now whispered of the group of friends who had fallen prey to the malevolent curse of the haunted winery. And as the vines of the accursed vineyard continued to wind their way through the town, the legend of the spectral winemaker endured, a cautionary tale for all who craved the forbidden fruits of that ominous vintage. As the days passed, the friends found themselves ensnared in an inescapable nightmare. The spectral winemaker's presence loomed over every moment of their lives, his mournful whispers echoing in the stillness of the night. One by one, the friends began to unravel. Sleepless nights and tormenting visions eroded their sanity. They could no longer discern reality from the haunting dreams that invaded their minds. Each sip of the cursed wine seemed to intensify the malevolent force that gripped them, dragging them deeper into a surreal abyss. Desperate for a way out, the friends sought the help of the town's elders, hoping that ancient wisdom could break the shackles of the curse. The elders, wise but wary, revealed that the only way to lift the curse was to confront the spirit and seek forgiveness for the sins of the past. Determined to end their torment, the friends returned to the haunted winery. The air was heavy with anticipation as they stood in the dimly lit room, surrounded by the echoes of the past. The ghostly figure of the winemaker materialized before them, his eyes filled with a mixture of sadness and anger. With courage they never knew they possessed, the friends apologized for the sins of those who had wronged the spirit in life. They begged for mercy and forgiveness, vowing to break the cycle of pain that bound them all. As they spoke, a sudden gust of wind swept through the winery, extinguishing the flickering candles and plunging the room into darkness. The friends felt an otherworldly presence around them, and the weight that had burdened their souls seemed to lift. When they opened their eyes, the winery was still and silent. The ghostly figure of the winemaker had vanished, leaving behind a sense of peace that had long eluded the once tormented friends. The curse was broken, and as they stepped out into the moonlit night, the heavy wooden doors swung open with an eerie creak, revealing a path back to the town. The friends, forever changed by their harrowing ordeal, vowed never to speak of the haunted winery again, leaving the legend to fade into the mists of time. The townsfolk, sensing the shift in the air, watched as the friends emerged, their eyes haunted by the memories of the curse, but now free from its clutches. The haunted winery stood silent and abandoned, its secrets buried with the spectral winemaker, a cautionary tale echoing through the ages for those who dared to tamper with the supernatural forces that lingered in the world of the living. As the friends emerged from the haunted winery, the once ominous atmosphere that had shrouded the town lifted. The curse was broken, and the townsfolk, who had watched from a distance, cautiously approached the group. Whispers of relief and awe spread through the community as the friends shared their harrowing tale. The townspeople, grateful for the bravery of the friends, decided to reclaim the winery and restore it to its former glory. They cleaned the dust-covered barrels, tended to the neglected vines, and reopened the doors to the public. The once haunted establishment became a symbol of resilience, a testament to the town's ability to confront darkness and emerge into the light. As the winery flourished, the friends who had faced the curse found themselves drawn back to the place where they had confronted the spectral winemaker. They became the guardians of the winery, ensuring that the tales of the past were not forgotten. In doing so, they transformed the once ominous place into a haven of redemption and forgiveness. The cursed wine, now purified by the sincerity of the friends' apologies, became a symbol of unity and healing. The townspeople, once wary of the vintage, began to embrace it as a reminder of the strength that could be found in facing one's fears and seeking redemption. Over the years, the legend of the haunted winery evolved into a story of triumph over darkness, a narrative told to children as a cautionary tale about the consequences of wrongdoing. The town itself prospered, its vineyards yielding some of the finest grapes in the region. The friends, though forever marked by their supernatural encounter, found solace in the community they had helped save. As the years passed, the spectral winemaker's malevolent presence faded into a distant memory. The once cursed friends lived out their days in peace, their bond forged in the crucible of a haunted past. And so, the story of the haunted winery became a parable of redemption, a tale of how a community, with courage and sincerity, could transform a curse into a blessing, and how even the darkest of legends could be rewritten with the ink of forgiveness and resilience.